Hey Scorpio, it's Suzanne here to do your second reading of the week. This is a more topical reading, all right? So we're going to focus on basically how your person would describe the connection, okay? And we're going to look at it on multiple levels. All right, so I'm using a Lenormand deck here. All right, so this first card is what makes them happy. Something factual about this connection or about them. Something that triggers this person possibly within this connection. And then something that they're hoping for. All right. So a lot of times in personal readings, I'll let people know that, these four elements here really indicate whether or not the reading actually resonated. There's usually something in a reading that makes you happy. There's usually something that is factual to you. There's usually something sometimes that triggers you, and there's something in the reading that you're hopeful for. If you have all four of these in a reading, that reading probably really strongly resonated. If you have only happy and hopeful, but there's nothing factual and there's nothing that triggers you, that's where people make a lot of mistakes with when they say if a reading resonated or not. Because if you have just happy and hopeful, then there might not be anything based in fact. There might not be anything that triggers you in that reading. And that's, you want to think, especially in a general reading, that can be a little bit maybe of an unrealistic expectation to only be happy and hopeful. You're better off if you get factual and trigger, because this is based out of what's going on in the real world. This could be what's happening in your thoughts only. So keep that in mind. Readings that really upset people or really trigger people actually are readings that resonate, because it's tapping into something that hits at their core. Maybe something they don't want to hear, but it's possibly something that they need to hear. All right? So these readings move along pretty quickly because they're much less intuitive. All right? So let's take a look at what makes this person happy. Right off the bat, we have the ring. So, either this means that there's a deep bond between the two of you. It might mean that this person has a strong commitment that makes them very happy. Or it could mean that marriage itself makes this person very happy. But this is about a deep bond. All right, so let's take a look a little bit further what this is. Seven of Cups. So 7 of Cups is about choices. It's also about somebody having their cake and eating it too. I feel like this bond that they have with you allows them to have their cake and eat it too. So that might not be something that makes you very happy. And then we have 8 of Swords. So 7 of Cups and 8 of Swords, if they feel like this bond allows them to have their cake and eat it too, whatever that means to you, and it allows them to possibly keep you feeling trapped in a situation, okay, or keep you in this connection somehow. Maybe again because they definitely see value in you, or they see value in keeping you around. But there's something with this Seven of Cups. I don't feel like they're devoting 100% of their time to you. And again, this is something that is coming up that makes them happy. Wow. Seven of Swords. Check out the Virgo reading. You know, we almost have the exact same thing if you're dealing with a Virgo or you are a Virgo. All right. So there's something about deception, you know, and that makes this person happy. You might know that they're deceiving you in some way. They might think they're getting away with something, and they're fine with it. Now, as I said in the Virgo reading, okay, you might immediately say, this is a terrible person, this is a bad person, okay? You've come to the wrong reader if that's what you want to hear, okay? Because what's, I feel like actually going on here, you know, they definitely appreciate the bond that they have with you, but they, I feel like, have a bond or a connection with somebody else as well. And when people do that, when people seek out multiple partners, it's really not about you. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's not that there's really anything wrong with the other person. It's that they need more validation. And people need validation in order to grow their own self-love. You know, when people have self-worth and self-love, they don't do this type of thing anymore. They don't feel the need to do it. So this is not about you in any way. You might need to hear that. All right? So this is about something factual about this person. All right, so we have the Mountain. So this person, I feel like, is going through a lot of challenge. They might be creating their own challenges. You might know this person to do that. This person might take the hard road, you know, in order to learn their lessons. I'm using only Lenormand cards to clarify this. All right, so we have the letter. So, you know, I feel like this person has either recently texted you or sent you a message, or you've talked to them. In some way, they have told you about the challenges of their life. This person comes from a place of, you know, having had a difficult life, you know, and I feel like that's possibly how they justify doing this to themselves or the world. All right, so then we have the Bouquet. So this message, because it's attached to the bouquet, could have been very, I feel like it was twofold. It was about how they perhaps perceive the world being challenging to them, and why this connection or this romantic connection, it has been challenging for the two of you. Like, it's like they're taking the stance that the world has been difficult or has done something to them, which is making this connection difficult for them with you. One more, Scorpio. right? So we have the compass. The compass is about a change in direction. You know, the connection between the two of you could be causing this person really to take a look at how they've been going through life. You know, they've been making it challenging for themselves by doing this type of thing. They make their own challenges. And it's time for a change in direction. And that might be you. You could be the change in direction that this person was led to. You know, and if you're highly empathetic, you know, this person could have easily been drawn to your desire to help and help heal. And, you know, I feel like this person is feeling that from you. What triggers this person? We have the mice. Very similar reading to Virgos. So we have the mice, which is about something when something or someone gnaws at them. So like a problem that they have in their life right now. And it could be this Seven of Swords. It could be, you know, lies that they've told. I feel like are gnawing on their conscience. And that triggers them, you know, because this type of energy will hang around you like all day, every day until it's addressed. There's something that is gnawing at this person. And it could be that, you know, with this compass sitting right next to the Seven of Swords, they know that they need to make some changes in the direction that they're going. They know that their life could be much smoother if they didn't do certain things or partake in certain activities. The Hierophant. So this is the card of Taurus. This is also the card of traditional commitment. You know, with this row here, you know, this person could have messaged you about or talked to you about commitment. There might have been a recent conversation about commitment. And with this seven, that might bring out the absolute core fears in this person around commitment. That's what's gnawing at them. Do I commit? Do I not commit? King of Cups. What's gnawing at them? Unspoken love. So it's like, do I continue to play around? Do I continue to seek out validation from other people who constantly validate, you know, my good qualities? Tell me that I'm smart. Tell me that I'm handsome. Tell me that I'm sexy. Is that becoming empty to them? It very well could be, because we have the compass here talking about a change in direction. And then we have what's gnawing at them is commitment and unspoken love. This is what is on their mind on a regular basis. Devil. Okay, so it's like if they don't make this change in direction, if they don't speak about this unspoken love that I feel like they might have for you, it's going to trigger them right back into this toxic behavior over here. And more than anything, it's toxic to them. It may feel toxic to you as well, but it's toxic to them. I feel like they're on a cusp of making a change here, you know. And this compass here, 42, breaks down to a 6. So it's a change around love and harmony. Harmony, I feel like, being the key. And then, of course, with the devil, it's 15, which breaks down to a 6, which is the number of a soulmate as well. So it's like a change in love and harmony around a soulmate. All right, so what is this person hoping for? We have the Whip. It's like, this is so interesting. It's like this person is hoping that you set them straight. Okay? It's like bad behavior set straight. Like they're hoping that you call them out because they're having a really hard time. They're having a really hard time dealing with this. Four of Cups. This is the breakup card. And I just heard ultimatum. You know, and I am never somebody that says give somebody an ultimatum. But it's like this person is saying, make it easy for me. Give me an ultimatum. I don't think I have ever said that in a reading before. In fact, I know I haven't. Because it's like they can't do it without it. And it gives them a reason to actually speak their love or talk about commitment. It's like, until you give me an ultimatum, until you tell me you're going to leave if we don't move forward in commitment, I'm going to have a reason and an excuse to do this. All right, so the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles have been following each other in my readings for a while. All right, so Four of Pentacles is, you know, can actually be it can actually be a very possessive energy. I feel like they're hoping that you give them some type of ultimatum. They want you to act in a possessive way of them. And then we have Knight of Cups. Which is a romantic offer. So while you're giving them an ultimatum and being quite possessive, you know, throw in a little bit of romance at the same time. I don't mean to be flip about that, but, you know, truly, that's really what this is saying. And it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more about that. And again, you know, I'm not in any way judging. You know, this person is going through some lessons, and I'm seeing that these readings are showing how messed up people can be sometimes. You know, and how difficult we make certain things when we don't have to make them difficult. Really, this could be a very, you know, beautiful energy if this devil, Capricorn, wasn't here. It's like this person is looking for permission for bad behavior, or, you know, they want to be able, this person wants to almost to try to be a victim in a way. Like, oh my gosh, you know, Scorpio gave me this ultimatum, told me that, you know, I need to fully commit and talk about marriage, or they're going to leave me. Well, guess what? I'm going to do this anyway. Even though it says there's a change of direction coming here, this is a little bit, you know, this is a little bit low vibration from this person. But it doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means, you know, at the end of the day, they need to feel love within themselves before they can give it. And that's what they're working on right now. So let's see, what card do I want to pull this on? I'm pulling it on the Seven of Swords and the King of Cups. This is my deck, Messages of Clarity. All right, so let's see what we get. All right, so for Seven of Swords, we have telepathic communication. So this might be somebody that you're not around all the time. This might be somebody that you're connecting with in a telepathic way. You might not be aware that some of this is going on. You might be, this could be the factual, this is the factual column. So this could be what you're seeing. This person could be sending you romantic messages. They could be telling you about, again, the challenges in their life. And what they're actually doing, they might be preparing you for this. They might even be talking about making a change in their life or taking a change in direction. Okay? But I feel like their higher self is possibly communicating with you. And there might be, for you, confusion about that telepathic communication you're getting, maybe in the dream state, versus what you're actually seeing in real life. Okay, so let's see from the King of Cups. King of Cups is about unspoken love, right? This person says, I always had your back and I still do. So these mice up here, which are about gnawing, okay? Something is gnawing at them. We've got Taurus energy, which is about commitment, possibly marriage. Okay, and then we also, if you notice here, 23 breaks down to the number 5, and then the Hierophant is also a number 5, which indicates change. Change in direction, change in how this person possibly communicates, and change in the toxic behavior that they are participating in over here. This person or their higher self, again, not a bad person. This person says, I always had your back and I still do. That is going to mean different things to different people. Over here, this is very kind of self-loathing on their part. Is for this to fall under what they hope for, that's challenging energy here. Again, I see that they may want you to present an ultimatum. And again, you know, an ultimatum could be the ultimate validation for this person. They could see that as a validation that you love them, when in actuality, an ultimatum never says that. All right, Scorpio. You know, and guys, you know, this is why I do readings on different days, okay? Because I literally got a very similar reading for Virgo. So if you're connecting with a Virgo, definitely check that out. But it seems like, you know, I tap into certain groups on certain days, and it's like all the people that are in this energy are coming through. It's interesting. All right. Anyway, that's what I have for you for your second reading of the week. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Okay. But the way you tell, okay, is, you know, do you have those 4 factors? Do these 4 factors resonate with you in some way? In this particular reading, what makes this person happy and hopeful, you know, you probably hope that that doesn't resonate with you, but if it does, it does. It is what it is. All right, Scorpio, if you are looking for a more personal reading, you can reach out to me. Everything that you need is in the description box below. So I'm always here for you. You will get a response back quickly. Otherwise, I will talk to you next week. All right, thanks so much.